Views expressed on this program are those of the hosts, guests, and callers, and are not necessarily those of this station, its management, or other advertisers. You're listening to Transformation Talk Radio.
Welcome to the Astral Insider Show, your portal for adventure, insight, and growth with host Fernando Albert. Fernando, world-renowned lucid dreamer, astral projectionist, psychic medium, brings his passionate energy healing to the airwaves on TransformationTalkRadio.com as a vessel for spirit to provide all the information you need. Fernando opens the portal for your personal transformation as you join him on this incredible journey within the greatness of the astral plane. Receive answers to many of life's questions, remove roadblocks, and tour the astral realm. This show expands your life in ways you've never imagined. Listeners, get ready for a keen soul exploration and the journey of your life. Now here is your host, Fernando Albert.
Hello, folks. Welcome to the Astral Insider, your portal for adventure, insight, and growth. How has that week been going? How are those astral travelers getting started? We have so much to talk today that I don't even know if we are going to have time to even cover it. But don't worry, because if we don't, we are here every second and fourth Monday of the month. Today, we are going to talk about a lot of things, always astral projection. First, we are going to be talking a little more, recapping about astral projection, its wonders, its advantages. We are going to be discussing about stuff you can learn in astral projection. Then we are going to be talking about sleep paralysis. It's something quite interesting that we all have to face. And sometimes it can become a little bit of a challenge. My goal is for you to be able to get out of your bodies and to be able to explore the astral realm, its wonders. So sleep paralysis is something that we are going to be paying out of attention. I have been receiving some questions, and for that I want to give you all thanks. We are going to be answering some of those questions today. And in addition to that, I am going to share with you all a technique for relaxing your minds, which is essential for your astral travels. So, astral projection. Astral projection, as you all know, it is a wonderful skill that it can be learned by everyone. Astral projection can bring a lot to your life. It can change your life in so many ways that you can't imagine. In the upcoming shows, we are going to have a few guests that are going to be sharing their own experience so you guys can know from plenty of people that astral travel, it is really, really wonderful. My goal is for you all to get to project, for you all to be able to get out, to find the desire and dedication, something quite easy to meet, especially when you get started. One thing that is great about astral projection is that the entire process, it's wonderful. It feels wonderful, and it only brings and provides greatness in your life. There is no need to rush. There is no need to worry about your progress. Everyone is going to be able to astral project. And when you get out, that will be the beginning of the amazement. Since there are wonderful things you can do in the astral plane, amazing things. And let's speak up about those. You may be wondering, okay, so in addition of leaving my body, exploring space, going to places, what else can I do? We are all natural explorers. We have always been. That's part of the nature of the very human evolution. So astral projection is a new world for us. It's a new plane of existence. As explorers, we first want to research the place, understand it, find reasoning, even find names for what we can find there. This is the first stage where you will find yourself. When you get to project, you are going to start naming things in your own way, finding your own perceptions, discovering your spirit guides, for instance, which we are going to talk about it, discovering your Akashic records, discovering many great things about your mind and your soul that maybe you didn't even imagine. It is wonderful because you're going to slowly get to understand and get to discover more from your own astral projections. However, it gets to a point that you may be saying, okay, it is wonderful. I love to fly in space. I love to be here. But what else? Definitely, there is a lot for that else, but like a lot. But the first great benefit, the first thing that you get to do in the astral plane, is to really get a sense of how the afterlife can feel. Many years ago, I used to call astral projection kind of like you're a living ghost. It's a funny way I find to name it, because in the end, when you are in your astral body, pretty much you are a ghost. A psychic medium, in fact, can be able to detect you if you are astral projecting towards this person, the same way that the medium will be able to meet with loved ones in the spirit. So when you are in the astral plane, you feel how it is to be as a spirit. You are going to be in your soul, after all. It's hard to explain to words, and you are listening to this and maybe you are thinking, oh gosh, that's exciting. That's really, really awesome. Trust me, when you get to experience it, you're going to drop your jaw to the ground, because it's like, wow, it's quite impressive. And if you have any fear about what's ahead, about what lays after transition, you're going to find, first of all, peace of mind in your heart, peace of mind with yourself, even peace of mind at the point of grief, because you may be able, and we're going to be talking about that, but you may be able to even connect with loved ones in spirit. But even if you don't, or even if for some reason you prefer not to, the very own experience that you are going to have as you are in the astral, it's going to allow you to see, okay, so this is how it feels. And that's going to provide a huge peace of mind. In addition of that, it's going to provide a peace of mind at a much more deeper level, at a subconscious level. We are not aware of our subconscious. And sometimes it can drive us into the best direction, and maybe sometimes it can slow us down a little bit. So the kicker here, for astral projection especially, is to realize that your subconsciousness can really get a lot out from it. So the first main benefit from astral projection, it's that, okay? The ability to be able to not only perceive how it feels to be in a spirit form, but also for you to realize that there is nothing terrible in the other side, that there is no fear, that you are going to be able to find love, to find high vibration. When you go with good intentions, when you have light in your heart, you're going to find the same. You're going to find more light, and that's going to bring a lot of joy in your life. Now, another obvious benefit is finding new worlds beyond our eyes. And this really goes beyond the imagination that you may be thinking right now, kind of like fantasy worlds that you can see in the movies, or maybe planets that you can make up in your mind. You can go ahead and you can realize that going into this state, it's going to allow you to really discover amazing planes of existence. We talk about the astral plane, but through many shows, we are going to be discovering that there is more. There is the mental plane. There is the emotional plane. There are plenty of them, and it's once again, it's hard to put into words, but when you get to discover one of these worlds, it is like something completely different of our own perception. As I've been sharing last time, you move with your heart, with your thoughts, you set an intention, and it happens. The same way goes when you perceive and when you receive information. Sometimes even your heart will drive those intentions. One of the most important reasons, as I shared in our last show, that you have to move forward in terms of setting intentions. You have to set the intentions beforehand. It may happen that you reach to the astral plane and you're so amazed that you want to go here, you want to go there. This is so awesome. And maybe, you come back and you say, oh, I forgot to look for this. And that may happen, in simultaneous trips that you go into the astral realm. That's something normal, especially at the beginning. However, it's going to get a point that you're going to say, well, it's time for me to start to really moving forward. And sometimes, for some reason, maybe your heart doesn't allow you, or maybe you get so thrilled and so happy that you just forget. But if you set the right intentions beforehand, you are going to be able to remember out of the blue, spontaneously, it's going to be coming. Now, I've been sharing about meeting with loved ones in spirit. However, these are not the only beings that you can actually meet here. One reason that astral projection is so essential, it's because you can also meet with your spirit guides. What are the spirit guides? The spirit guides are beings of light that are around us. They love us unconditionally, all the way. They are here to assist us, to help our lives, help our spiritual growth, and to provide guidance to us. We can connect with these guides through channeling, through meditation, maybe asking help to someone to connect with them for you. We can learn to get the feeling of their vibration. But in the end, a very easy and accessible way for everybody to connect with their spirit guides is through astral projection. This is the very first step that you want to actually take. This is the very first step that you want to think when you are already getting used to your own astral journeys. And it is much more simple than you believe. Much, much more simple. Once again, intentions, it's all you need. You set intention, you get a result. Your spirit guides, in fact, they are going to be with you already. They are going to be escorting you in your astral journey. In fact, I have had many people sharing that with your guides, the connection starts from the very first projection. It may happen that some of you are going to exit your body, and the first thing you encounter is going to be your guides, okay? It's going to be your guides. It's going to be angels of light being next to you. It can be many varieties, but you will get to connect with them immediately to a point that you are going to feel that the connection is there. So we are going to go now in a short break, but we are going to continue to talk about it once we are back.
If
If you're dealing with fear and anxiety, you've probably noticed that the more you fight these emotions, the stronger they seem to get. Dr. Friedemann Schaub, the author of The Fear and Anxiety Solution, explains that instead of suppressing, we need to identify and resolve the deeper, subconscious root causes of fear and anxiety. His personal breakthrough program has helped thousands worldwide to overcome their emotional challenges. To learn more, visit theferandanxietysolution.com and schedule your free consultation with Dr. Schaub now.
Choose the new earth on the Cornelia Stephanie Show. Tune in each week on Transformation Talk Radio as Cornelia takes listeners on an odyssey of higher consciousness to inspire, educate, and empower. Cornelia guides people on the path of self-healing, peace, and liberation. The Cornelia Stephanie Show is your catalyst for anchoring heaven on earth on a global scale. For more information, go to corneliastephanie.com.
Wow. Hey, everyone. Welcome. Welcome to the Dr. Pat Show. This is Talk Radio to Thrive By. I'm telling you, I got to pinch myself some days because when each of us gets called to do something that we so not thought was in our wheelhouse to do for a purpose that's so much greater than us, we get to show up and shine.
If you would like to show up and shine on the Dr. Pat Show as a co-host or sponsor, send us an email to inspire@thedrpatshow.com.
Gifted intuitive healer and spiritual teacher Sarah Luce brings her unique style to the hit show Small Steps, Big Breakthrough Radio on TransformationTalkRadio.com. Tune in each month as Sarah turns reality on end and shows us how to experience expansive results with simple yet powerful steps. Expect an enlightening bend on what you currently believe is possible. For show details and upcoming topics, visit sarahluce.com. That's SARALOOS.com.
Are you done being afraid to jump into the life that's waiting for you? Are you ready for a real shift? I invite you to tune in every Tuesday with me, Tracy L., on the Tracy L. Clark Show, where we will teach you how to live your extraordinary life. At 8 a.m. Pacific on Transformation Talk Radio, where I will provide the tools and the steps needed to help you transcend perceived limitations and move forward with an extraordinary life. For more information, visit me at tracylclark.com.
Tune in to The Truth is Funny with Colette Steffen each Wednesday at 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern on TransformationTalkRadio.com. This hit show will have you thinking outside the box and riding the wave of infinite potential. Join Colette on the Higher Self Network, inspiring listeners to shine their brilliance and ensure success while roaring with laughter as they recognize the humor of the giant cosmic joke. Visit thetruthisfunny.com.
Welcome back to the Astral Insider. Well. We were discussing about our spirit guides and the fact that we can connect with them in the astral realm. One great reason for you to meet and connect with your guides is wisdom, and it's also growth. Your experience becomes awesome once you jump into the astral realm. It becomes awesome and incredible. Let me tell you this. When you connect with your guides, it becomes once again awesome. Once again, you are taken back to that beautiful first day, to those very first projections, those very first experiences that you had. Why it happens? Because your connection with your guides has started to happen since the moment you were born, at least with most of them. And those who have been with you since day one are the ones that are going to show up most likely in your projections. And if you don't perceive them, it will be as simple as for you to call them, to evoke them, to ask them to be with you. It's going to be like meeting a very, very dear friend. Imagine your elementary school best friend for several years, and then you move and you have never met that person again. And you get to meet this person like 25 years later, and you are like, wow, and you find that you have a beautiful connection. This is one of the most beautiful things about connecting with your spirit guides in the Akashic records, you're going to feel like a forever friend, like a brother, like someone who is going to nurture you to points beyond imagination. The wisdom that your guides can provide, it is also fantastic. That's another main reason you want to meet with them early on. For an instance, if you ask for help to your guides with your astral journeys, they are going to assist you. One reason more to get started with this, you're going to get teachings in the astral plane. You're going to get energetic support. They are going to be there with you, teaching you, assisting you. Like everything in life, we first started to crawl, then we started to walk. Then we could run and starting to do plenty of things. It's much faster in the astral realm, especially in terms of initial movement. But it gets to a point that when you add additional guidance, additional help, it becomes awesome. A very easy way to connect with your guides is to just set the intention. You are in the astral realm. What is in your heart, it's going to replicate. You are going to attract your guides as soon as you think of them. If you know your guides, then you can think of one in specific. But if you don't know them, don't worry, because they are going to show, and the connection is going to be really, really powerful. Another fantastic resource in the astral plane are the Akashic records. And if you haven't heard of the Akashic records, I'm going to share with you now. The Akashic records is like a library that contains absolutely all the information about your soul since the very first moment you started to exist. And with exist, I am not meaning your birth in this lifetime. I mean when your soul started to exist. Every single experience, every single perception in this world or another's, every single connection that you made with any other soul, human or not, they are recorded in the Akashic records. The Akashic records can be accessed, once again, through channeling, through a psychic, and also through astral projection. And it's quite amazing. I recommend that you have a more solid foundation in astral projection before trying to jump to the records, or at least before trying to gather information. If you want to get a sense of your Akashic records, you can give it a try. Once you are out in the astral plane, you can go ahead and set the intention to connect with your Akashic records. Just feel it in your heart, and you are going to be there. The Akashic records may show to you in a way that it's significant to you. It may be an old school library, like it shows for me. It may be like a bookcase, maybe like a very old tome or old school book. It may be an iPhone. It may be a database. It can be many things. It doesn't really matter exactly how the Akasha shows to you. What matters is that this is going to be unique to you. It's going to be the pure essence of your soul. My recommendation, especially for the first visit to the Akashic records, and even more especially if you feel drawn to visit them early on, it's for you to just set intention to go and stay in the energy. Once you reach there, you're going to know it. Most likely, your guides are going to assist you. And you want to realize that sitting and feeling the energy for the very first few visits, it's going to be productive for you. It's going to be good because your soul will be adjusting to the vibrations of the Akashic records. It will make it much easier for you in the future connections, the future times you visit your Akashic records. it's going to be easier for you if in the first visits you went to stay and feel the energy. One great benefit from visiting the Akashic records in Astral Projection is that you get to create a connection between your soul and the records. It's like you make an inquiry to your records and you launch a thread and you connect that thread in a way that the next time it's going to be easier for you to access, easier for you to get wisdom. Another reason it's important for you to have some experience under your belt before you start gathering wisdom from the Akashic records, it's because you are going to get a lot of information. You are going to receive a lot of wisdom, and you need to have a certain degree of memory recall. You gain this through practice, through many projections. This is why you don't want to rush. This is why you want to make sure that you are well suited in astral projection before gathering wisdom from your records. However, you may be able to go there, visit them, stay in the energy because it's amazing. And it's also a very good way for you to mingle in a certain way with both your spirit guides as well as the masters of the records. These are other beings of light, some degree of assistant that they are going to help you to manage the energy of the Akashic records. You're going to discover that it is very simple and very easy, and especially through astral projection. And the greatest thing of all is that once you have launched this thread, once you have opened at a deeper level your Akashic records, it's going to be easier for you to access them not only through astral travel, but also through profound meditations. You may get bits of information, you may get an inspiration, and you can even recall the feeling and connect with that feeling, with that energy during meditations where you are not traveling. And that can be quite nurturing and quite awesome for the soul. Very, very rewarding. Well, those are the main reasons that you want to go to the astral plane. There are plenty more. We could make several shows talking about reasons and advantages, but these are the most important ones. Now we are going to be going into a small break. When we are back, we are going to be talking about the delicate topic of sleep paralysis. And my goal is for you to live today with no fear to sleep paralysis, because there is no reason to fear it whatsoever. We'll be talking about that more in detail once we are back from our break.
Tap into the wisdom of animals, angels, and masters with Darcy Pariso on Animal Soul Wisdom Radio. Tune in monthly as Darcy brings insights on how to better understand and deepen our relationships with animals. Working with light and pureness of ancient techniques, Darcy, healer, animal communicator, and medium, is here to guide you through this process and provide inspiration to move forward. For more information about working with Darcy, visit darcypariso.com. Have you discovered the remarkable books at angelhealinghouse.com? Author Claire Candy Hough has channeled rare books of inspiration and insight.
Angels of Faith is an inspiring story of healing, comfort, and hope that reminds us that death is not to be feared, but embraced with joy.
One True Home, Behind the Veil of Forgetfulness, takes readers on a roller coaster ride through Angel Ariel's 5 most important lives on Earth, as well as her experiences in the afterlife, and helps us remember our own journey across the veil.
And Claire Candy's autobiography, I Am an Angelic Walk-In, which details the 2003 soul exchange that took place when Claire Candy walked out of her body and Angel Ariel walked in, creating heaven on earth for herself and others.
To find out more about these wonderful books, visit angelhealinghouse.com today.
Are you your story? Or can you change your story? Can you change what you believe to be true about yourself and your circumstances as part of your healing journey? What if you were to change your expectations? What if you were to invite ease and cooperation into every day and then step back and see what happens? It might just be easier. I'm Megan Edge, and I hope that you'll join me on my new radio show, Playing on the Edge, Radical Change with Ease, with my co-host Dr. Pat on Transformation Talk Radio. I look forward to seeing you there.
Want to find out more about Megan Edge? Visit her website at meganedge.ca.
Tune in to the Astral Insider, your portal for adventure, insight, and growth with Fernando Albert. And get ready to tour the astral realm, expand your life in ways you've never imagined, and call in for the journey of your life with this world-renowned lucid dreamer, Astral Projectionis, psychic medium, and healer, Fernando Albert. This is every second and fourth Monday at 9 a.m. Pacific on TransformationTalkRadio.com.
Welcome back to the Astral Insider. And before we go with sleep paralysis, I'm going to remind you of something. You can go ahead and download a powerful chakra balancing guided meditation. And this one is completely free. I definitely recommend you this meditation. It will help you to access your chakras, to cleanse them, to balance them, and to empower them in the most simple way, without complicated visualizations, straightforward, charged with Reiki healing, with theta brainwaves that will allow you to go deeper into meditation, and with a lot of love. This meditation will make your astral journeys much, much easier. Time for sleep paralysis. You might be wondering what sleep paralysis is, or you might not care for it, or maybe you are terrified for it. These are the three main groups. The goal for now is to remove any myths and any fears connected with sleep paralysis. First of all, for most astral projections, sleep paralysis is a stage you are going to go through. You may experience a spontaneous astral projection, and we'll be talking about those in future shows. You may experience an astral projection out from a lucid dream, which there is a technique. But the most usual way, you are going to go through sleep paralysis. What's exactly a sleep paralysis? Well, in reality, it's a blessing. It's a very, very important mechanism that our brains have, so we do not act out our dreams. Once we are falling asleep, our physical body becomes paralyzed, and then the brain gets started with a dream. When you go into a state of deep trance, which is a state you need for astral travel, you are going to go through the sleep paralysis stage. It is something that normally you don't experience it awake. For astral projection, of course, you have to experience it awake and fully conscious. But you will see that after a few tries with sleep paralysis, you are going to be perfectly fine. You may have heard of that during sleep paralysis, demons come to you like huge concrete blocks, press your chest and you can breathe, like someone choking you, and an array of a huge amount of crazy things. In the end, sleep paralysis, it's a process where the body is getting paralyzed. The brain, it's Number one, testing, making sure that you're asleep, but you are not. But it's making sure you're asleep. And then it's also starting to create a dream. I personally believe that when you get to project, when you get out of your body, there is a certain degree of background dream in the physical body. And in this specific situation, we are not completely aware of it because all our consciousness is going to be in the astral plane, hopefully, and any other consciousness to make sure that we are alive and everything. But still, it happens at a background. What is for sure the process to get into a dream is going to happen still. Now, we all have seen many movies, many news, many things in life. We have learned history in school. We have had life experiences. And we all know that while life is great, it is not perfect. And we have, as a civilization, a lot to learn. There are many fearful things in our day-to-day doings. Maybe we have learned those from our parents, from school, from the news, from movies, that trigger all these terrible visualizations. I have to be honest, is true at a certain level. Sleep paralysis, the first time it can be scary, but not because it's going to hurt you. Nothing is going to happen to you. They are mere hallucinations. They are worthless. They are nothing. You cannot even get insight from them. It's not even worth it to journal down this sleep paralysis. However, they are there. It has happened to me. It has happened to everyone. I have heard babies screaming out loud, engines very loud, or kind of like a firecracker blow up in the room. But you get to a point that even though you could think, well, a loud noise is going to startle me, regardless of my awareness. Well, it's true, and sometimes it will happen. However, most of the times, it won't, because your very own consciousness, even it will hear a bam, you won't be terrified or you won't startle because your consciousness knows that this is just a hallucination. Reason that there is nothing for you to experience in here. In fact, I want to share with you briefly for you to understand better a little bit this process, because when you get into sleep paralysis, actually, it's a great blessing. I find many times, especially lucid dreamers, who ask me about sleep paralysis. And I always tell them, while you are practicing a certain technique called WILD for lucid dreaming, which triggers this state, you may be surprised and go into the astral plane. Now I am saying it the other way around. Our goal here is to project, to explore the universe. And astral projection, it's above everything. It makes lucid dreaming look like peanuts. However, lucid dreaming is fantastic nonetheless. And you want to experience it also. In sleep paralysis, you actually can choose which path to take. It's like there is this giant sign that says you can go to the left or to the right. This is why it's a very, very fabulous technique. And if you want to try, when you find yourself in a sleep paralysis, you can either visualize a dream that you desire. Let's say that you want to go to the Bahamas. Well, visualize yourself laying back on the sand in the Bahamas, feel the warmth of the sun on your face. You can even hear the sea and the people from the background. Putting as much visualization as possible. You're going to find yourself surrounded by this very scenario that you are visualizing. In case of astral projection, it's even simpler. In astral projection, the only thing you get to visualize and to focus during your sleep paralysis, it's just in space. This is the best advice. You may find a lot of advices out there, but at least for what has helped the most to me and to plenty of people I have worked with, it's to focus on space. The goal here, as I shared last show, it's for you to get as far as possible from your body, to have no consciousness and no focus whatsoever on your physical body. If you find yourself in a sleep paralysis, you are going to know it very clear, because before this little bit of nasty hallucinations, you are going to feel your physical body vibrating, pulsating, like a very strong pulse around your entire body. If you have ever felt a small earthquake or an aftershock, it's going to be very similar, like if someone would start gently shaking your bed. In this moment, you're going to know this is the astral separation. Sleep paralysis, at a physical level, it shuts the brain down from allowing us to act. However, when you go stronger with the vibrations, you're going to feel almost like if you are being ripped apart, but in a very good way. It's very pleasant. It's very nice. You're going to feel like if you could just pull yourself off from your very own self and separate. It needs to be here where you focus on space. And you don't have to complicate yourself. Just visualize space, the outer space, stars, that's it. You don't need to focus on planets or anything like that. Just visualize lots of stars in outer space and find yourself floating there. Be as adamant and as stubborn as you can. Ignore any degree of hallucinations, ignore any degree of feedback you are getting in the states of separation. You are going to also perceive both your physical body and your astral body at some point. We are going to be talking about this more in detail in future shows, but this is called astral dual consciousness, where you are perceiving some feedback from your physical body and when you are perceiving some feedback from the astral plane. This is quite awesome, and plenty of you are going to experience it, because at first, when you get used to separate, you're going to separate half your body, or maybe I have had people that say, hey, I cannot separate one of my legs, or situations like that. But in this stage, it's great for you to do the visualization exercises of getting out of your body and being in outer space. And everything else, just ignore it. It doesn't exist. Even if you hear it, it doesn't exist. If you have some struggle with this, set intention during the day that you stay relaxed and you stay focused during your sleep paralysis. This way, they are going to get stronger in a way that it will be easier for you to overcome this sleep paralysis situation without having to go through the fear, and most especially without losing your trance, without losing your progress and finding a way to get out of your body. So, you know now that sleep paralysis has no reason to fear. We are going to now go into a little break. And when we are back, I'm going to share with you some questions that I've been receiving, as well as a short exercise for you to start to practice to relax your mind. So, we'll talk about it once we are back.
Are you done being afraid to jump into the life that's waiting for you? Are you ready for a real shift? I invite you to tune in every Tuesday with me, Tracy Al, on the Tracy L. Clark Show, where we will teach you how to live your extraordinary life. At 8 a.m. Pacific on Transformation Talk Radio, where I will provide the tools and the steps needed to help you transcend perceived limitations and move forward with an extraordinary life. For more information, visit me at tracylclark.com.
Is traditional medicine not working for you? Do you still feel as if your health isn't 100%? Here at the Holistic Medical Center, Dr. Nushin Darvish and the qualified staff look through the dimensions of wellness and start a healing plan prioritized to your needs. Our physicians assess the whole you until complete health is achieved. Get the help you need by visiting drdarvish.com or call 425-451-0404.
Living Lighter Radio with Jason and Patricia. We have an ecosystem approach to your life. Tune in weekly every Monday at 1 p.m. Pacific on Transformation Talk Radio as we, Jason and Patricia, discuss what's truly holding you back. We offer you the tools you need to reach your goals and at the same time be living lighter. For more information about Living Lighter, visit www.livinglighter.org.
What is holding you back from living the life you are meant to live? Why is it vital to believe in something bigger than yourself? Are you in physical or emotional pain? Tune in monthly to Vibrant Purposeful Living. Awaken the vibrant life within you with Lou Paradise and Dr. Pat on TransformationTalkRadio.com. Lou's passion is to help everyone experience positive solutions for life. Find out more about Lou with Vibrant Purposeful Living at LouParadise.com.
Tune in to The Jen Royster Show, intuitive guidance to inspire your life, each Thursday at 8 a.m. Pacific and 11 a.m. Eastern on TransformationTalkRadio.com. This amazing show is an inspirational hour that will take you on an epic metaphysical journey to discover the spiritual approach to life's greatest challenges. Dr. Jen is an internationally known intuitive counselor, spiritual teacher, and energy healer. Call in for intuitive readings and visit JenRoyster.com for more information.
Calling all moms, it's time to awaken your vibrant, intuitive, loving self in every area of your life. Join host Debbie Pokornik as she shares thoughts, stories, and tools to help you stand in your power. Listen to Vibrant, Powerful Moms helping everyday women create extraordinary lives. Mondays at 2:30 Pacific, 5:30 Eastern. For more information about Debbie, visit empoweringenergy.com. That's empowering with letters NRG.com.
Hello and welcome back to the Astral Insider. Before we continue, I want to remind you guys of my website, Fernando.space. You can find plenty of information about astral projection, over 30 blog entries, and more keep on coming. You can find great guided meditations, and you can find among plenty of courses, of course, Astral Projection course. It's a course that keeps on growing. It's very long, and you can gain lifetime access if you join it. It has a Black Friday and Cyber Monday discount, so take advantage of that. We don't know when it's going to go away, but right now it's there. So if you want to learn more about astral travel, make sure to grab it. We are going to answer some questions I have here, but I want to make sure you guys go home today with your simple exercise. So I'm going to be sharing that first. This is an exercise for you to tame your mind. We live in a society that requires a lot from us. Work, family, learning, health, joy. Everything in life requires our time and our focus. Adding stimuli, adding information to our minds, and that adds to our consciousness. When it's something positive, it's great, of course. However, for astral projection, you want to a little bit go the other way around. When you are focused on your time to project, you need to detach from your physical body, as you know, but you need to detach from your awareness connected to the physical plane. If you are thinking about the laundry, about oil change in the car, about the promotion in a month, then you are projecting nowhere. However, when you get to learn to set aside all of these stimuli, even at least for 5 minutes, it's when you're going to have the possibility to get out. So I want to share a very simple exercise that you all can start practicing tonight. Because all you need for this exercise is a Post-it and, as much as you can, a blank wall. It can be of any solid color. If it doesn't have any other distraction, better. Or if you can focus in a surface where your eyes including as much as possible of your peripheral vision to only focus on the post-it, it will be fantastic. The kicker of this exercise is for you to trick your mind into a progressive relaxation. Many go and say, oh, I have to sit down, relax, stay in silence and think of nothing, right? Sure, that's a complete truth. Good luck trying. You may be able to do it in the first try, awesome. But it's a fact that most people will need a process, a progress, and a daily practice. So for the first stage, you only need the post-it to put it on the wall. You want to focus on the post-it, look at it, stare at it. Your universe, it's that post-it. Your whole existence is that post-it. There is nothing, absolutely nothing else into existence. Reason why it's very important that you are not distracted. This post-it exercise is going to be quite simple. You need to, stare at it, and you need to focus. You can use a post-it, a piece of paper that you attach to the wall, anything. You want to focus on it and analyze it. What color is it? What shape it has? What you believe it's made of? You can think as much as you can, but as long as you are thinking about the post-it, and try to keep it within the post-it. Don't start thinking how the factory where the post-it came from and how was it the drive of the truck driver that delivered to your shop. No. Just focus on the actual post-it. Try to be focused for at least 1 minute. During that 1 minute, thoughts about the post-it can and will come forward. If other thoughts come to you, find gratitude in your heart. Thank you for this thought, but it's not time. And just send it away. That way, you're going to be able to teach your brain to go back to the post-it and try 3 or 4 times a day. When you find yourself thinking about school for the 4th time, enough. Thank yourself for the effort you have put and close shop until next day. You're going to realize that at some point you can find yourself thinking only about this post-it or piece of paper during 3-4 minutes, fine. It's a good moment for you to go to the next exercise. In the next exercise, you're going to be staring at this piece of paper, but you are not going to be analyzing it. Just look at it, gaze at it, but don't analyze it. You can be thinking, oh, a white piece of paper or a green post-it. Yes, but that's it. It can't be anything else. And the same mechanics. You focus on it, you keep for several minutes. If you get distracted, thank you for the thought. It's not the time. Repeat for 3 or 4 times until next day. Once you are able to spend 3 or 4 minutes, you can go to the 3rd part of this exercise. At this stage, you're going to find yourself already much more connected with your mind. And this is going to give you great positive side effects, because as you are more mindful, this is going to provide benefits in other areas of your life. You are under pressure, your boss is shooting at you. You will know to go to your happy place and to be able to protect yourself and know how to deal in the best way with your boss. Once you're used to this state, go to the 3rd one, which is to remove that piece of paper, that post-it, from the wall. However, you want to project your imagination towards this post-it. You want to imagine that this post-it is still there, and you can think of it. Don't analyze it too much, but think of it. Make sure that while you are looking at that blank wall, you see that piece of paper in there with your mind's eye. Again, 3-4 minutes. Once you reach to that stage, you want to do the same, but removing what is left in your whole universe, the wall, and that visualization in your mind. Just shut your eyes and you can visualize the post-it for a few seconds and then make it disappear and keep that thought and keep that visualization in front of you, because you are going to find that it's great. You're going to find yourself with the ability to keep your mind shut for several minutes. And this is one essential part that you need for projection. So, in the end, we are not going to have time for those questions, unfortunately. But don't worry, because the second Monday of December, we are going to be back with possibly more questions. We are going to be talking about how to fully and deeply relax your physical body. And obviously, we are going to be talking more about astral projection, about its greatness, and everything you can do. Don't forget to go ahead and visit Fernando.space. Once more, you can find great meditations, and you can take advantage of the deal, the Astral Projection course, lifetime, for Black Friday Cyber Monday price. So make sure to check it out. It is a huge pleasure sharing this wisdom with you guys. I hope you guys get out in the astral plane, and now it's time to get your astral hands dirty. So make sure to set aside every day some time and work on that posted exercise. That is your goal for these couple of weeks. So see you then and have a great time.
You've been listening to the Astral Insider Show with Fernando Albert. Thank you for tuning in. We hope you'll join us every second and fourth Monday at 9 a.m. Pacific on TransformationTalkRadio.com for this incredible hit show, as Fernando takes calls from listeners across the globe to open the portal for personal transformation on an incredible journey to discover an infinite world of curiosities and techniques. This amazing call-in show provides answers to many of life's questions from one of the best, Fernando Albert. For more information on Fernando and his work, or to book your session with him, visit FernandoAlbert.com or Fernando.space. Oh, and don't forget to listen to Fernando's past shows. That's FernandoAlbert.com.